What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our Gas Course project, an action RPG built from scratch using Unreal Engine 5, the gameplay ability system plugin, blueprints, C++, all that good stuff. So yesterday we started working on adding our resource system, and with our resource system we were able to create our data for it, like our curve table, so that we can link our resources to our abilities, and we also made our global cost modifier. I shouldn't say that. Our global resource gameplay effect cost, and then we can just run it dynamically at runtime there. Thanks for the follow there, Atrium. So today we're gonna do a couple different things. We got Kitty on my table, so I'm petting him at the moment, or petting her. Sorry, Boo Boo. You're a cute girl. You're a cute girl. So we're gonna work on updating our messaging system so that we can support the out of mana or out of resource message and make sure that we broadcast that appropriately. And then we'll work on adding some modifiers to our system so that we can have like dynamic gameplay elements that can say, like, hey, we want to dynamically, globally reduce the cost of our abilities by half, or double them, or everything's free, or whatever we end up wanting to do. So that's what we're going to work on today and probably tomorrow as well. Oh, maybe you can see a kitty tail in my face. So give me a second here. I want to fix my camera. I can see it's not really aiming at me too well. Let me just try to get it like bang center on me. That's much better. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first I want to update the gameplay message because it doesn't really fade well and it doesn't look well, because when we try to give it an outline, for example, it doesn't really fade in too good. Let's try to update that. Let's look at our animation itself. What are we animating here? We have the show message, and we're messing with color and opacity, which I don't think we should really do. I think we should just do general visibility. So let's just nuke that. The whole thing is about 2 seconds. So it fades in, fades out. So let's see if we could do general. I don't want to do color and opacity. Can I do render opacity? So we got the outline of 2. Now if I make this render opacity 0, I think we went up to 1.75. So that should look okay. So let's see what that looks like with the normal cooldown message. Okay, so it shows text message by default. Why does it say 0? Oh, I put 0. I also gotta fix why that's kind of showing by default, you know what I mean? So activate an ability, now it says ability on cooldown, and then goes away. Ability on cooldown, goes away. So better, but not the greatest, but we're gonna make improvements as time goes on. So let's go ahead now. We gotta make sure we can send the appropriate message because we have gameplay messages here. And right now we're waiting for specific events. And I think we could do a couple things here. What's that? Stream 2 days in a row? Yeah. My girlfriend's in Estonia. Oh no, she's not. She's in Slovenia. My bad. And I got nothing else to do with my evenings, and so I'm gonna be streaming most days this week, so I hope you enjoy. I think what I would want to do here, because we have activation failure, there should be a bunch of different events, right? So there's activation failure. Let's go through all these. Let's close all tabs. I think it's going to be in native gameplay tags. So let's get the header file for that as well. So status, do we have failure in here? Yes. So event ability activation, fail. So let's go ahead and add another one here. And we'll do for, I think, cost. So ability activation, fail. Ability activation, no cost. And I didn't copy appropriate things here. So there we go. And then here. Okay, wait. Hold on. He's stupid. We got plenty of things here. So ability activation failure. So there's no events. Is that why? Okay. I misunderstood my own code. We still need to send events. Do that. Then we'll grab, let's not have the search on. So event activation. Why is it's not auto completing, not very cash money. So we'll do the same kind of naming conventions here. Can afford cost. So we got that. So let's exit out of that. Now I gotta find where we're finding or using this. Okay, so now Writer is again slowing down. Awesome. Thanks, Writer. Let's deal with that for a couple minutes, unfortunately. But yeah, we gotta figure out what we need to do. I need to see the code in order to see what to do, so we're in a tragic circle here. I've been pretty proud of my YouTube channel recently. In the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been promoting the videos. You know, they'll let you promote for, you know, some money. I've been promoting some YouTube videos. And we've been getting a lot more subscribers that way. I need to take an actual streaming break. I forgot I had a call with my parents. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Sorry about that. I'll be back. Okay, so my call with my parents will happen in a couple of minutes. So we'll see what happens. I'll have to pay attention to my phone, so I might randomly up and leave for like 10 minutes. So sorry about that, but we gotta get this going. So we do it under check cooldown, where we check for the fail tag. So we should have a check. Check cost, which we do. Awesome. So we gotta take the. So have I thought about doing more traditional dev vlogs? I have, but I don't know if I want to. There's a lot of work that goes into that, and I don't know if I have the space to commit into that. Unfortunately, definitely be a good idea, but I don't know. I watch a lot of dev vlogs actually, which is nice. Get some motivation from. What's his name? Like Thin Matrix. He has a lot of good dev vlogs that I watch. So what is this doing? So cost cooldown tags. So check cost. So what does the super of check cost be doing? So it has a cost tag and does all this crap, right? So more or less, it's doing what I think I should be doing anyway. So it's like I need to construct just an additional event. So I don't need to super. I just gotta generate this kind of event. So let's see. So it does all that. Okay. So more or less I have to construct the event here. So I should be able to nuke all of this if I can nuke it correctly. That's what it should look like. And now I need to get event activation can't afford cost. I mean, can this be one line? Looks like it. Can't afford cost. I think that's correct. Okay, so this is optional relevant tags. This is redundant. So more or less something like this, I think. So let's try to compile this and we'll see what happens. With any luck, it will compile successfully. How's everybody's second day of the week going? That Tuesday in it. Today wasn't too bad. Managed to get my ass to the gym in the morning. Didn't do too much. It could always do more, you know. So hopefully I can keep trying to motivate myself. It's something I've been struggling with. I can motivate myself to do streaming and stuff, but I don't know. Last year I was so much better at exercising. This year so far, I've been, you know, figuratively shitting the bed. So hopefully I can do better. Okay, so we compiled successfully. Awesome. I wonder if I should make, I don't know, like a data asset or just a simple mapping of like gameplay tag to message or something. Just so we can easily do like a find and just spit out the message rather than doing, I don't know, like a switch or something like that. Not sure what the best course of action would be. Let's just see if we get the message at all. Okay, so my mom is calling me. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Stay tuned. I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. I was talking to the family. Where were we? Yeah, we wanted to check to see if we're able to get the appropriate event. We don't want to do match exact anymore. We want to just do event ability activation. And this is where we would want to kind of like you said, either read from a data table or data assets, some pairing, I guess, would be nice. So for now, let's just see what happens. So I'm just gonna try to activate this. Once I don't have enough resource, I should get the message. Yes, it says ability on cooldown, but obviously we're gonna change that next. Let's go ahead and say, because like data tables, I would need a struct, and I don't know what would be a part of this struct, honestly. Let's go ahead and just work with that. So we're gonna just say F gameplay messages. Now, can I say gameplay tag? Map it, and we're gonna do text. So tag to message. Or tag messages. Something like that. Now, I should, in theory, now be able to make a data table. So under miscellaneous, there should be data table. I should now be able to say F gameplay messages, like so. Now we're going to say DT gameplay messages. And let's just see what this looks like. Let's add a row. All right, the new row. So new row. Gameplay messages. Now we want to say what? Forward. The event activation can afford cost. Or I don't know if it should be simply one row. Let's just see what this looks like. So there's failure. That. Now we're gonna say no resource available. And then the other one, ability on cooldown. Like that. Obviously we need, and I wonder if we can like potentially use a view model for this, where the view model will receive these events and I could just pass it in. I just don't know where would be the best place to register that kind of view model, honestly. So let's just work with what we got. So we want to do a data table. Maybe the messages table. Something like this. Now we get row. Now row name is gameplay messages. Now we want to break gameplay messages. Now, is it find? Yes. Now the payload just want the event tag, and then we're gonna pass in, I say upper, text to upper, like that. Now see, we gotta connect it. So we'll clean this up in a second. And that should be it. Let's try this. So ability on cooldown, that works. And then we're gonna do this. No resource available. So that works. Now I want to make this into a view model. I feel like this will save my life later down the line. I just gotta remember how to properly register a view model. UI view model. Now, can a view model like wait for gameplay events, for example? Because it's like a latent action, and I don't know if they can do latent actions, honestly. Let's look at this. Because there's like get ammo, and it does this. That's one thing. So basically, we would have like, I don't know, like a gameplay messages subsystem or something, and that would just register into the view model. Just so it's in one place. I also don't really know how to make a subsystem. Like, does it have to be a subsystem either? Or can it be like, there's not really a subsystem class, right? Like, we have a game mode, and maybe the game mode can do that. I don't know. Because honestly, like, this whole wait for gameplay event actor and stuff, like, I don't know if it's okay that it lives here. Or if I can just put it into, like, the base class or something like that. So there's view models, health. So let's make another view model. Gameplay messages. So I guess base like this. How are we naming this? VM. We have this. Yeah, we also need to like somehow like register it. So here's this required setup. We got this. So create a view model. We just did that. Then we make a variable. I guess it would be like a text. Creating a view model in C++, which we might want to do. So add view model to a widget and then initializing your view model. So the create instance creation method automatically creates a new instance of the view model for each unique instance of the widget. This means if you have several copies of the same widget in the viewport and you change the view model variables for one of them, only that widget will update. Maybe create. So you can assign the view model after the initialize callback in C++. There's manual property path. Provides an alternative that is potentially cleaner and requires less code support. Instead of other classes reaching inside the widget to set its view model reference, the widget reaches out with a series of function calls that references the fetch view model. The property path field in the editor expects a series of member names separated by commas and assumes that the starting point for calling this function is itself. In other words, it always starts at the widget you are editing. What can we say here? You can also call functions you define in your blueprint, which can help condense the logic in your property paths and provide extra flexibility. For example, the following function gets the character health view model from the character health who owns the widget. Global view model collection. So the global view model collection is a globally accessible list of view models in the MVVM game system. These are ideal for handling variables that may need to be accessed throughout your UI. I don't know what would be the best option. So let's make a variable text gameplay message. And there's like get gameplay message. Const. I don't know if it's gonna be thread safe or not, but so out gameplay message. Might be putting a little too much effort into this, I don't know. Let's see how we have to set up our variables. So functions must be treated as field notifies to use a function field notify. So it must be marked const and pure. For example, you can create a getter function that returns blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then there's set max health. Okay. What is it I have to write here? So create a view model in Blueprint. Any calls to set a field notify are labeled as set with broadcast. Okay. Set gameplay message. In gameplay message. Or should it be taking a gameplay event? Or gameplay tag, I should say. So set, let's make this gameplay tag. Let's do something like this. In gameplay message. So maybe that's something to that effect. Okay. Not thread safe. This is thread safe. Cool. So blah blah blah. So how does the set work? So to broadcast changes to widgets that are bound to your parameters, you need to mark variables or functions as field notifies with the bell icon next to a function. Function is on field notify. Enable this to broadcast changes to its value. Not sure why this can't be. Let's look at the code for this view model. There's viewport, there's HUD, there's view models, there's health. Okay, so the sets are not anything here. Okay. Okay. Now, maybe it can be done in the player controller or player state. I mean, get on. Get UVVM or view model. I gotta remember the syntax here. So I'll register it as like a global view model. So construct global view model. VM gameplay messages. Add view model instance. What's the MVVM subsystem? I don't know if it's the engine system or MVVM subsystem. Get global view model collection. Not this one. I picked the same one again. My God. Okay, I think I do this in the NPC for their health. Give me a sec. Is there a view model thing here? No. Okay. Get subsystem. Is it the binding system? Excuse me. Okay, so I am just fucking up left and right here. So get global view model collection is what I'm looking for, right? So get global view model. Not do context safe sensitive. Is it just not something I can do in the player state? Like, what's wrong here? Get global view model. Oh, this is kind of irritating, honestly. Add view model instance. There's a context. Give me just a second, guys. Okay. Sometimes I just think I'm hearing stuff, and I might be going crazy. So why can't I? There's not an MVVM view model collection object, so MVVM view model, right? So MVM subsystem. Like, why is this not compatible? I am so confused. So, what's the elf character? Or just elf? And then we got base, right? Base should have like a bunch of stuff in it, but it doesn't have anything with the view model, right? The view model, no. Then is there like a health component? There's comments about it. But yeah, I'm not finding the correct like view model collection object, and that's annoying. Get view model. Like, why am I not getting the right subsystems here? What is going on? Like MVMM subsystem. There's engine subsystems. There's this one. There's this get view model collection. Can I do this? Copy it here. Okay, that was too much. So class, it's going to be game messages, and we're going to say, oops, gameplay messages. Now, so view models, add a view model, game messages, select. No view will be created for this widget. There are no bindings and there are no events. Your view models will not be initialized. Totally cool. So manual. Property path seems so interesting. So I knew instance the view model created when the widget's created. Let's just see what happens instead of doing it actually in here. Because this is a very unique widget. We don't need it everywhere. Do binding, so we're gonna do this. Add binding here. Now, is there a like get gameplay message? Like that? Now, can I maybe instead, because I should now have a view model, if I just say set gameplay message. Okay, so the gameplay message does not have to be pure. Just nuke that, all unnecessary. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of all that. Pass the event tag this way. Do like that. Don't need this table anymore. Do something like that. I wonder if that will work. Seems so. Let's. Yes. Okay, so that view model more or less works. We could just update the messages here. So no resources available. So it does to upper for us already. So I think we're okay. No resources available. Okay. So we updated our messaging system. We used a new view model for it. We have a data table for it, and it's all more or less encapsulated within that directory here. Messages, and we have all this stuff, which is good. We did the on-screen UI for out of resource. I don't know if I want to. Like, I should probably also affect the UI. So, like, if I have no resource, for example, I should probably just set attribute. What's the name of that command I wrote? Set gameplay attribute. Current resource 0. Like, I should, I guess, when I try to activate like an active ability, for example, we should get a similar setup here. Let me see if I can get that. So there should be ability, your UI. So this is wait for ability activation failure. I should be able to do something similar. So wait for ability activation failure. Wait for ability Nope. Can't afford cost. Find references. You could just add it here. So let's see what happens. I have no resource. I try to activate it, and yeah, we get the little shakes and stuff. So that's great. I don't know if I want dodges to cost stamina because there is like a thing there. But yeah, this is nice. So we got that working pretty good. Don't know if I want to call it resource, if I want to call it mana or what. Not sure. What I think I need, I guess in the order, is to get some sort of regeneration going. Because I run out of stamina pretty easily. And I believe this can be just a gameplay effect that's added to me, maybe by default. Let's see. So shared ability system effects, cooldown, durations. Now we're gonna do cost. Blueprint class. So GE. Resource cost passive regen. Now it's gonna be infinite. And so the period, I don't think we have a period. Stacking type, aggregate by source, just do one. Component, no. First we'll do modifier. So the period I think needs to be I gotta look at my attribute set, honestly. So we have regeneration rate and then delay. So we'll make it 1 second period. So modifier, we're gonna do attribute based. And then the attribute itself is going to be current resource, coefficient, backing attribute. I think it's going to be the rate. Yeah, definitely snapshot from the source. Let's assume we just have it on us by default. So AS character base, granted gameplay effects. So in theory, this should by default work. So if I start throwing... Okay, and it's not properly clamping, from what I can tell. So the base value is going up and up. That's no good. So add base. Okay, add final. No. So what do I need to do? Let's just close all tabs real quick. Let's go to our attribute sets here. Let's look at health. Because yeah, we clamp current health like this to be between that and the max. Min value also max resource. Post stuff. I'm not sure why. I think it's overridden like that. Adds to the base value. This happens first before all modes are considered. No. Put a breakpoint here. We'll just see what happens. So it's not clamping. So if I were to make let's make a health passive regen. Well, I already have something like that, right? So passive healing. Let me put this on the player as well, just to check. Just want to make sure the health doesn't go up like crazy. Yeah, current health staying at 100. So add base, and it's just adding. So let's do scalable float. Let's just make it like 5. And let's just see if this will also fuck it up. Yeah. So why is this game messed up? Oh, it just seems like the clamping is working for health. Just not. I can't remember why this is happening. Just is it with the so never reset, whatever. So it's infinite, stacking type none. Maybe it's because of the stacking type. Let's see. Nope. Why? So we're modifying it, we're doing that. Evaluation channel settings, weapons, I don't think that really matters. So if attribute equals get current health attribute. Do the super. I mean, can I UE log? Let's see what that prints out. I want to know what the max value is. So let's see if this hot reload does anything. If not, we might have to just continue tomorrow, because I have a bit of a stomach problem at the moment. If I'm going to give you too much information. But yeah, I don't know why the base value is not clamping. So we're about to find out, hopefully. Output log. Okay. Max resource is 100. Clamp, new value, between 0. If I just hard code 100 in there, does that make a difference? I doubt it, but we'll see. Now, operation add base. Then we have current health somewhere. So it seems like it's doing the same thing as healing, but just for whatever reason, evaluation channel doesn't really matter. infinite, period, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I can ask AI assistant in here, UE5. Gas, attribute base value not correctly clamping. The issue just with the attribute base value, blah blah blah, it's not correctly clamping. It's often caused by nuances in how Unreal handles attribute propagation. So in my pre-attribute change method, you are clamping the value of new value for current resource. However, this method does not block other parts of gas from modifying the values afterwards. And there's net replication, okay. Fixes and improvements. Okay, so it happens in post execution. So this is incoming damage. Okay, so it's here. So if gets current health, get max health. So all there. That should be our answer. Which makes sense. Build fail, awesome. I think I might know. Yeah, not the right freaking thing. Get current resource. Set current resource. Get current resource. Get max resource. That should be good now. Okay, it's not. We're cool, we're cool. So, line 46. Undefined F gameplay effect mod callback data. What? Let's see if adding those includes did anything for us. No. Okay. If data evaluated data, so that's all good. It's correct, I think. Let's just compile it from here and we'll see what happens. Maybe something is just pooping its pants. I like how I'm having these problems compiling when I'm on the verge of just I need to poop, you know? Okay, so I need the current resource attribute. That, what don't I need? Probably all of these. Booyah. Forgive me for picking my nose. Okay, we're almost done compiling, so that's good news. Now let's see if our passive regen doesn't fuck our things up. Okay, let's take out passive healing from the player first and foremost, so we don't confuse ourselves. Now, yes, current resource is good. Now I use it, and then yeah, a second later. So now we gotta have like some sort of cooldown after using an ability, for example. So we have a regen delay, so that it doesn't just start coming back randomly, you know. But we'll save that for tomorrow. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't already following me here on Twitch, make sure to follow me there. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to follow me and subscribe to me there. For anyone watching from TikTok, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to follow as well. Until then, have a good night, and I'll see you soon.